Hi there. Welcome to Help Solve the Case. I guess I'm whispering a little bit because it's very early where I'm at. I am up early to talk to you all before one of the trials starts, and we're going to talk about that because I watch the trials live, which can take up the whole day, but that's something I want to talk about. First of all, I want to thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate your support of my channel and everything that I do. It is all about you and it is about the victims. Yes, I have a little bit of fun doing it, but it's all for my mission, and I appreciate you supporting that. And I just thought I would come on and thank you. And I did want to explain a little bit because we've had some comments that, well, let me get into that. First of all, thank you for being here. We got monetized, which is great. And I think to date, we have on the books, we haven't been paid it. We've earned $2.62, which is great, but it is nowhere near the cost of a forensic genetic genealogy case, which can be at minimum around $3,200 without the genealogist's work, the investigative portion of the case. And that is only with one database, because you as the public may not be aware that it cost us $1,400 just to get law enforcement access to one of the approved databases. Now, why does it cost so much? I don't know. Could the price be so high because people are trying to direct people to other privately owned databases? I don't know. I don't know. But that is a big issue. Just the databases alone, the testing, I can get the testing for much less expensive, but the database access is $2,800 just for a case. And I don't think that's appropriate when the public doesn't pay anything that law enforcement should pay. And that is before the genetic genealogist work, like the forensic genetic genealogist, what I do, before they even start building trees and doing things like that. Just an FYI, that's what we're here about. Also, I want to thank so many of you. We need to keep at 1,000 subscribers to stay monetized, which is super great. But many, many, many of you, and I thank you from all over the world, are watching the videos, which is great. But you're not subscribed, and that's okay. As long as you're here and as long as I'm fulfilling what you want and what you want to watch, and it's what I like to do. I would love to show you the real-time forensic genetic genealogy cases, but due to privacy, I can't. And yes, we have screen blurring software and everything, but it's just too much because as you move the tree around the screen, the blurring moves, and it's just moi here. That's part of my message to you also this morning. It is just me here. So it's very difficult to reveal that. Now, if you are interested in doing forensic genetic genealogy work and you would consider joining my team being a forensic genetic genealogist, that is something that we could talk about, and you can reach out to me and we can work that offline where you would have access to the cases under my supervision, and we can do that. Right now, I may sound and look a little tired. I told you before, I thought I might be coming down with something. I have been burning the midnight oil and then some. Just got up at 4:30 because one of the trials that we're following starts at 6. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm just giving you full transparency about what goes on behind the computer screen, because some of you would like to tell me how you'd like me to do things differently. And I just wanted to come on and explain what is going on behind the screen, get your feedback, and also let you know the intent, reiterate the intent of this channel and what the videos are for. When I follow a trial or when I follow something, I'm watching it full time. As I do this video, the Lindsay Clancy trial, I am watching all 8 hours of that all day, every day, whatever's going on. I summarize my notes, which you guys may or may not. I was looking for my notepad, may or may not, uh, because I just do the rundown, but I'm doing it live and I'm giving you my feedback and things that stick out to me. That said, I can only, depending on what's going on, do one at a time. And sometimes I can't even do one at a time. I've been working a very, very, very challenging forensic genetic genealogy case, one that I am donating my time to. It's been a couple of weeks, solid 4 to 8 hours a day. And it's a really tough one, but it's a very important one for what it could be related to. And I'll let you guys infer whatever you want to infer on that, and you'll probably infer correctly knowing why you're here on the channel. I'm also doing some other things. I've done things in the past. I've written books. I donate services. I'm working full-time with law enforcement through my own company. I'm getting ready. We have the Arizona Homicide Investigators Association conference coming at the beginning of September. I'm getting some things ready for that. And I've been doing some things in the background, and I wanted your take on that. But let me go back to what this channel is about. My goal is not to investigate cases from start to finish. I can do that in other ways. I can do that with forensic genetic genealogy. But for instance, the Charlie Kirk case, the Brian Koberger case, I don't have the time or the bandwidth or the funding at this point to fully reinvestigate or investigate those cases. My goal with this channel is to provide my informal opinion. My formal opinion is available. My informal opinion, my take, my view, my personal view based on seeing these trials unfold, reading what's going on, going through the pleadings, and trying to look at it from the prosecution perspective, the defense perspective, the judge's perspective, and the jury's perspective, looking at body language, reading through the lines, the semantics and things of these pleadings. And that takes time. I have to be present. I watch the people. One of the things I was trained on as a police officer was to watch body language, to read wording, and pay attention to all that. You get certain signals in following trials and being present in trials and knowing a little bit about what's in the mind of the defense, what's in the mind of the prosecution, what may be in the mind of the judge, and looking at myself as the potential jury member. That's just how it is. That's kind of my take. Is it messy? Is it uncut? Do I and ah? Do I hesitate? Yes, you're not going to get a full production value here because it's just me and I'm doing all these things full time. I just got 2 new defense cases. Some very exciting stuff went down yesterday. We had, unfortunately, which sometimes I come on and I'm not looking all put together. I'm doing the best I can. It's about 100. It feels like it's 180 degrees here where I live. I just come on and I try to give you the news as quick as I get it, as quick as I see it. Like I talked about the disgusting and unfortunate apparent hackathon that is available with the DNA output, and I have not had time to research that further, but I do want to. So another thing, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. When I get your nice comments and your thumbs up and everything, even just you watching, it really warms my heart because you make me feel that I'm doing something important, and I love it. I love it. Sometimes in this work, we feel that nobody's listening, nobody values it, and sometimes that you're just wasting your time. And a lot of times things don't turn out exactly how we want it to, and we wonder, was it all for nothing? Looking back on my career, I say, sometimes was it all for nothing? And then I say, no, it wasn't, because look at all I've learned. Look at all the ways that I feel I can help. And I don't want to say that I'm here to entertain you because that's not my goal. I want to educate the public. I want you to get value. I want you to learn something, hopefully, from every video. And yes, I know the little nuggets and the tidbits because I read the pleadings live or I go through the play-by-play in these court cases, yes, the nuggets are not all going to come up front. It's not a scan from the newsroom. You have to watch the whole thing to get the nugget and the value. They're buried. What do they call those? Breadcrumbs? Easter eggs. They're buried within the content. So thank you for being here and doing that. I do want to share something else. And I know my lighting looks a little weird because it is, like I said, early in the morning. This is something that I created for you all, and I would really like your take on it. This is the bullpen. I call it the bullpen. Help solve the case. It is $49 for the year. Again, raising money for our humans and for our cases. So I continue to do, like I'm doing now, volunteer my expertise. And we have cases in here. We have case files. We can put evidence in here. I am a little bit of a tech bro. I love tech. And so I built this. We've got a case workspace. We've got detective notes. We've got member discussions. We can do live reviews. Put your case in. I've got the videos, the timelines, the documents, $49.99 for the year. And again, that contributes. Instead of a YouTube membership where YouTube gets the majority of the money, I created this. We've got our calendar that is coming up. We've got our cases. We've got the timeline. We've got the documents. We don't have any photos yet. The videos. I don't know why, of course, when I'm showing you guys, they're not showing up on their previews. We've got our community, detective notes, and we have an AI assistant if you have any questions. Let me go up here and look at Lindsay. Because, of course, when I'm showing you, the videos aren't showing up. There we go. So all the videos appear here. So you can just watch them. You can comment. You can like and subscribe from inside the app. I thought it would be cool. And there's a community and we can all comment. So I'd love to know, should I continue to do this or not do this? Is this something that you, my viewers, would be interested in? I also created for my defense clients, and I'd love your feedback. I'd love to know what you think, because it's just me sometimes. I've got some industry feedback. I created this. This is digital PI. And what this is, private investigator expertise that is open to the public. And you put your case in, and my standards, along with the AI and the software, provide different details about your case. It reads the documents or it interviews you verbally, does a client intake. You put the discovery in there, and it provides a comparison and a full investigative report with steps that you need to do. It is $197 per case, and it gives you a huge, huge, huge output. And the reason that I did this is because I work with a lot of defendants that do not have the resources to get a qualified investigator or an investigator at all. So we go through, you can check it out here. It is digitalprivateeye.com. Talks about the case review, the police report analysis, the pricing, the FAQs, and it's a way to know what to do with your case, or if you're incarcerated or you know somebody who's incarcerated and your family is struggling, how do I help? What's going on? They can use this. Okay, it's very simple, comes back depending on how many documents within 5, 10, 15 minutes. And I thought it would be helpful. What do you think? If you guys like it, you think it would be helpful, I can also do one about my law enforcement expertise, my expert witness services. I created this because when I show you the next one, you'll know why we need this one. Safe Submit, that's my working title, but this is to redact case information for the police because we have a mountain of cold cases. And that is one of the problems with our over 15,500 unidentified human remains cases and our hundreds of thousands of unsolved cases. They need to be triaged. Do we have investigative leads? Do we have DNA? Can more DNA testing be done? And all of that needs to be done. And it just takes a while. I created this, scan it in, and get the answer. And this is for the police department. I am going tonight. I'm still working out a few of the tech things to make sure that it's 100% secure. But these are the things that I'm doing. When people say, you're biased this way, you're biased that way, you're not investigating the entire case. No, I'm absolutely not, because I'm doing all of these things. I would love your feedback on that. If you guys are on the premium like I am, you don't have to watch the ads. I know I had to do it. It was so annoying, but that is the way that we're getting Google to help us. And I try to do my best to not put the mid-roll ads in there. And if we could avoid that through other methods, then I will try to maintain that I don't have to do it, because I know that it can be so annoying. But I am seeing, because this is new to me, that we get more bang for our buck, or we get more bucks for our watches when it has those mid-roll ads in there. And that's what it's about. So thank you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are one of the reasons that I get up every day, and I'm excited to do this work. In addition to the websites and the different things that I have, I wrote the books. We've got merch, all kinds of things, and different ways and opportunities that you can be involved. And I just want to know how I can best serve you. What do you want to know? What do you want to learn? What types of videos do you want to see? And yes, I know I don't put all the doodads and the clips and all that stuff. It takes a long time, especially when I'm watching these cases live and I'm working these cases live. I would like your input, because if you would rather have a better professionally produced video with little sound bites and things like that, then let me know. I may or may not do that. Or if you're okay with me just, and I know you heard with some of the things, I think it was the Nilo case, I was like, oh crud, you're hearing me experience and read along with you real time as this happens. So you're getting my real life opinion as quick as I can get it to you. That's the way I like doing it, because then we're all kind of doing it together, even though we're not. So that's it. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I would love to know what you think. Thank you for being here. Your presence lets me know that what I'm doing has value. And most importantly, your presence here and your watching and everything helps me do so much more that you just don't see going on behind this square. Thank you. I hope you have an awesome day. And as I always say, I'll see you on the next one.